Value-added tax, VAT, is a consumption tax imposed on the supply of goods and services in Nigeria, as provided for by the Value-Added Tax Act, VAT, 2007, as amended. According to Section 2 of the VAT Act, all goods and services except those listed in the first schedule are subject to VAT. Financial institutions fall under the category of taxable services, and they are required to charge VAT on their services. However, some services provided by financial institutions are exempt from VAT, as stated in Part 2 of the first schedule. These exempted services include services rendered by microfinance banks, people's banks, and mortgage institutions. All other financial institutions, such as commercial banks and insurance companies, are required to charge VAT on their services. The Finance Act, 2019 amended Section 46 of the VAT Act, which defines goods and services. According to the amended section, goods refer to all forms of tangible properties, whether movable or immovable, but they do not include land and building, money, or securities. Services, on the other hand, refer to anything other than goods or services provided under a contract of employment. It also includes any intangible or incorporeal product, asset, or property over which a person has ownership or rights, from which he derives benefits and can be transferred from one person to another. However, services exclude interests in land and building, money, or securities. Financial institutions provide various services, including loans and advances, investment management, insurance services, and electronic banking services. While loans and advances do not constitute goods or services, ancillary services such as documentation and perfection of loan or overdraft agreements are subject to VAT. To determine whether an activity is subject to VAT, the criteria for distinguishing between activities that constitute return on investment or consideration for risk as distinct from those that constitute the supply of services are used. For instance, charges arising from the services of financial institutions, such as commissions, account maintenance fees, legal and other fees chargeable on lease arrangements, among others, are liable to VAT. Income generated from return on investment or consideration for risk, such as interest on loans and advances, interbank placements, and dividends, are not subject to VAT. Therefore, such income earned by financial institutions is not liable to VAT. In conclusion, loans and advances are not considered goods or services, and interest chargeable on loans and advances is not subject to VAT. However, financial institutions are required to charge VAT on their services, such as commissions, fees, or other charges for services rendered to their customers. Ancillary services such as documentation and perfection of loan or overdraft agreements are also subject to VAT. It is crucial for individuals to seek professional guidance from tax experts to receive personalized advice relevant to their unique circumstances. This statement serves as a disclaimer to remind the audience that the information presented should not be taken as official advice. Instead, it is a general overview of a topic from the perspective of Olatunji Abdulrazak, and it is up to the audience to interpret and use the information accordingly. Thank you.